Hey guys, and welcome to the show. This is a bit less technical than previously. As you may know, I have moved from Spain over to Scotland now, so all my computer and everything is way over there, so I couldn't actually record any footage of the E3 conference or anything like that, nor do I have a laptop with any program on it at this moment where I can splice in some editing. So this is literally just going to be a one cut, go with it kind of deal. What I'm going to do in this sort of series is I'm going to go through my reactions on each of the points that came up in the conferences. If I miss anything, it's because I just have forgotten about it. I was writing during the conferences, but if I didn't see it, then I probably don't care enough. Okay, so disclaimer on this one. Microsoft, I do own an Xbox One and I don't own a PS4. That doesn't mean that I am one of the hardcore Microsoft fans. I am even. I do like to play all consoles, and within the next year, when I've settled down properly, I'll be moving on to getting a PS4 so I can see what's going on with that. I'm very excited about all the future that that's got. But this is the Microsoft conference. This is what you've come to see. So, let's go with it. It started off with Halo 5. Now, Halo, I'm okay with. I've never been a massive fan, but I do enjoy Halo sometimes. Like, Master Chief Collection was good. ODST was my favourite of all of them. I know that's controversial, but I guess maybe it's because I'm not such a massive Halo fan that I was actually able to like the, oh, I'm not so powerful, I can't kill everything straight away kind of thing. But Halo 5 looks fantastic. Like the campaign looks like it's going to go off on one. It looks so good. It's going to be a conflict between two Spartan groups. Well, don't know whether Chief has his own group or not, or anything like that. I just heard that he does. Be very interesting to have a Spartan on Spartan action. And I love that we're moving away from focusing on just one character, and that we're able to probably expand. Yes, Master Chief is the most powerful, but we can move on, do things like Reach, the way we've done previously, where you just have loads of Spartans and you're fighting grander battles. Because as good as the Chief is, he's not good enough to destroy a whole army in one go. That needs lots of Spartans. That's what Halo 5 looks like it's going to be. Right, okay, Warzones. Warzones for Halo. That is a multiplayer that I can actually get involved with. I don't like multiplayer, I don't like fighting against other people. It probably comes back from when I was playing GoldenEye and all those kind of stuff. I was enjoying them, but then there was things that niggled me, and the main thing is respawn placements. So many games with respawn placements that don't take into consideration where the enemy is. I once played Modern Warfare 2, and I was camped at my respawn. I couldn't do anything, and I was like, this is not fun, this is not a game, this is me paying money to just watch my character die. Yay. But Warzones, 12v12 battles, whilst having some sort of PvE stuff going on with legendary creatures that you can get legendary weapons from, and some Covenant coming in and joining the battle, so you could have just a small grunt turn the tide of a battle. How many times have you been in a fight and you're down to basically one shot left? If a grunt takes you out, how sad would that make you feel during a PvP thing? That's why Warzone's going to be brilliant. That's why I'm excited. That's why I'll probably buy Halo 5. Right, then it moved on to Recall. Why does the dog die? Okay, spoilers if you haven't seen the trailer, but why does the dog die? Okay, I understand that the idea is that the core is like the moving on to something else, but all I could think about was Baymax. Yeah, sorry, spoilers. if you've not seen Big Hero 6, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but Baymax did the same damn thing, and it was heart-wrenching. They just did this in a trailer and instantly brought back that memory and was like, no, 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 please no. Okay? That's all I have to say about that. Looks interesting. Only know one of the mechanics. Nothing else. Looks like a shooter. Right. Then the big gun. They came out, Phil Spencer, the man who has turned around Xbox from being this DRM thing, which I actually quite liked, was the reason why I pre-ordered, to what was standard console thing. Like the way of doing all discs and you can trade and yada 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 yada, rather than going the Steam route of when you own something, you own it. It's yours. You can play it any way you like. You can do anything with it. Just not give it to people. So, it was a win some, lose some battle, but he came out and turned around and said, very, very at Sony, he came out and said, backwards compatibility is a thing. They've been working on it. They didn't think they could do it, but it turns out they have been able to actually do it. Which I know people are saying, oh, they could have done it all the time, yada yada yada. Processes, the processes are different. Like the different threading and whatnot. If you don't know the technology about it, there is reasons why it was nearly impossible. I think DX12 has allowed that to not be such a problem. So that's something that we can move on to. They said that 100 games are going to be available before 2016. I think most of them are probably not going to be the disc-based ones. They're going to be your arcade stuff that you've downloaded previously onto your 360. I'm very much looking forward to this. Especially because some of the ones that were confirmed already, it's like Banjo-Kazooie. Now, for me, little personal story, I downloaded Banjo-Kazooie on the 360. I played it for about 10 minutes and was loving it. Came back to it after dinner. Red Ring of Death. Haven't touched Banjo-Kazooie since. I just couldn't do it. I got my new console, I got everything, and I was just like, I'm not downloading it. I'm not touching it. I'm scared of that thing. I'm going to put it on my Xbox One. I'm going to take that risk. Because I know it should work fine. It was probably just coincidence. But it does show that Microsoft does actually listen to the fans. Listens to the people. Listens to you. It listens to you. So that's a good thing. Let's just hope that Sony does the same thing and considers what it's doing. Unfortunately, Sony has put a lot of money into its current system with the PS Plus and things like that. So it's really unlikely that they're going to follow suit. Okay then. Then he moved on to the Elite Wireless Controller. Now, if you ever use a third-party controller and gone, this feels better, I have remappable buttons, that's great. You used to pay like £200-300, which is the same amount of money, just more so in dollars, for a really good Elite kind of controller. This one has it built in. It's probably going to be like £100. It's going to be expensive because it's got all those remappable buttons. I didn't see a price. I didn't see anything like that, but it's going to be expensive. I don't think it's going to be as expensive as others leaders, and I think that basically what it's going to do is it's going to allow third parties to do something different, to be more powerful, to be more responsive, so they're not owning the market, or it's going to kill them off completely. Either way, I don't care. Microsoft is great at doing their controllers, as they've shown since the S off the original Xbox, not the first controller, because I'm massive, I'm 6'5", I still can't use that controller. What was that about? So the Elite Wireless Controller looks good, thumbs up. Right, then they moved on to Fallout 4. Fallout 4. Oh, we've waited so long for Fallout 4. Well, we know that we've seen the trailer before. We've seen everything about it previously, but they brought it out quite early on in the stage, so you know that they've already come out with a massive backwards compatibility. Now we're going to slow it down kind of thing. But no, they threw out Fallout 4, and everybody's so excited about this. And then they turn around and said, if you get it on the Xbox One, Fallout 3 is free. And then you're thinking, but people who already own like Fallout 3 on 360 can now probably get it on backwards compatible, so it's completely irrelevant. But it doesn't matter. If you're thinking Fallout 4 looks good, but you want to kind of get into Fallout 3 first, do it now. It's probably really cheap. Steam sale is on, yada yada yada. But it's a great way. It's a great way to do it. I don't know whether I think it's probably going to be 360 achievements and whatnot. I'm excited. I'll probably play it. Especially if it means I can stream to my computer, even though I actually own Fallout 3 on the computer. So that'll have mods. I'll probably just play it on the computer. Right, but mods. Talking about mods, Fallout 4 mods on the Xbox. That's not just, oh, cool, on this game you're going to be able to have mods. That is turning around and saying, in future, large games that have loads of mods and things like that. So Grand Theft Auto, your Skyrim, or your Elder Scroll type things. Then maybe even Elder Scrolls Online, the MMOs, the Neverwinter. They all, like, those things thrive on PC because of mods. Skyrim is still one of the most played games on PC because of the mods. They can get transferred over, even if it's only like a fifth of the mods available. Like, it's actually content ones, not graphical upgrade, yada yada yada. But the content is going to make games last for so long. Can you imagine Fallout 4 getting like DLC in like 2 years' time because the community is still playing it? That would be amazing. Right, Fallout 4, 10th of November, soon. Buy your Pip-Boy. Buy your Pip-Boy. Right, Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare 2. I loved Garden Warfare. I absolutely loved and adored that game. Community was a bit funny on it. It was a bit strange how you could drop out of a team. You could switch teams halfway through, which meant that you could always win. Not so keen on that. But in this one, they've balanced it out. Finally, there's a sniper on the zombie team, etc., etc., etc. That's good. At least it's going to be a bit more balanced, because I think from what I was looking at, it looked like they were just additional classes, not the only classes available. I'm hoping that all of our previous skins and modifications and whatnot transfer over, which makes me wonder, why is it a sequel? Why is this not a large expansion pack? Why is this not a £20, $25 expansion pack? Don't know for sure yet, but because it's slapped a 2 on it, and it's an EA game, it's probably going to be full price. Even though, actually, Garden Warfare wasn't quite full price, so maybe I'm just talking out my butthole with that. So, very interesting. There's some single-player stuff. Finally, I love my single-player stuff. I love playing all that kind of stuff, especially if I can do couch co-op, because my wife, poor thing, she's pretty terrible at doing 2 sticks at once. She's one of those run, turn, move, turn. And so she loved the idea. She loved the idea of it. She just can't do it. So doing couch co-op will be brilliant, because I'll be able to play with her on that. Right, then we moved on to Forza 6. Forza 6. They brought out this car. And it's like, yeah, here's this thing. Look how good it looks. Look how close to the actual game it looks. And Then they went straight onto the trailer and the car disappeared. The car was on stage for about 10 seconds. Why was it there? Why didn't they just do like a transition? This is a real car. This is the car in game. Can you see a difference? No. Maybe that would have been less spectacular, but it seemed like they spent an awful lot of money just bringing that car down. But Forza 6, obviously, it's going to look brilliant. They didn't even like sort of sit on it for a while. They know that we've seen every Forza announcement before, and every time we go, looks amazing. Hope it's going to be out soon. And that's what they did. They said, here it is. Here's a small trailer for you. It's going to be out on the 15th of September. Yada, yada, yada. Very soon. Enjoy it. It's going to be pretty. That's basically it. That's basically what they said for Forza, which is a lot shorter than normal. But I think Microsoft has learned that there's not that many people who are so enamoured with, ooh, you can see the shine on this part of the car. It looks exactly like in real life. Ooh, it's so great. No, we don't care about that anymore. It looks pretty. It looks slightly better than Forza 5. Will I buy it? Probably. I like my racing games. Then they moved on to Dark Souls 3. Very different transition. Very different. But there was no exclusive content, which was very strange for somebody to bring out a game onto one of the big companies' actual conferences and say, here it is. It's here. Okay, move on. It looked very good. I'm not so much a Dark Souls fan. It's not that I'm bad and I'm a quitter. Okay, I played it. I played the original one quite a bit into it. Don't remember. All I remember is the original first boss, because that thing screwed me over several times, and I was like, oh, maybe this isn't for me. I liked the difficulty. I didn't like the graphic styling of it. Maybe Dark Souls 3 is better. Will I buy it? Oh, I'll have to see more. But then again, I didn't even like Bloodborne's aesthetic, so I'm really not sure. Give me something as pretty as Rise or something, and do the same thing, and yeah, I'm there. Right, The Division looks great, but they're going to be doing more of that at the Ubisoft conference, so we'll be doing a video in a bit just to do that. I'm going to film all of my reaction videos today. I have watched some of the conferences last night because I'm British, so a lot of it happened at silly o'clock. I think the Sony one started at 3 o'clock in the morning or something ludicrous. And I was just like, no, I just can't do that. Especially not when I'm in my own house. This is my, what are they called? My wife's parents' house. Yeah. Yeah, okay. They did announce that there was an Xbox One beta. Yeah, okay. I'm okay with betas as long as they're actually useful and not like Master Chief Collection, where they did it and then when they ran into problems there wasn't any fix and then awkward things happened. Yeah, we all know. They moved on to Rainbow Six Siege, which again, Ubisoft. They'll be doing more of that, but then they said Vegas 1 and 2 is going to come free when you buy it. Again, backwards compatibility kind of negates any need for that. So, yeah. I mean, I bought Vegas 2 in a game for like £3 or something many years ago, so it's probably still really cheap to just get it if you really want it. Like now. Then they started throwing out the idea Xbox things, starting off with Gigantic, which to me, although it looked really pretty, it looked very interesting, it looked very generic. I was very aware that they were like, oh, this is now a hunter class, oh, this is now a mage class, oh, this is some sort of guardian type thing, which wasn't explained. Very generic in my opinion. It's probably going to be very good. Could be very bad. It's Idea Xbox, which is basically their indie game sort of thing that they do. So you can't expect too much from them. But very interesting. Follow it. If it seems like something that you like, then these are the kind of people that you should be investing in. These are the kind of people that you should be buying games on the day that you think, yes, this is a games company that looks like it is going somewhere that I want it to. Rather than, say, like EA, where if you pre-order a game, you get an extra skin for your foot. Yeah, these are the companies that should be earning your money, and they're working hard to do so. So, the Idea Xbox, the big ones that came out to me were Tacoma. If you've played their other stuff before, it's probably going to be very interesting, very story-driven. Keep an eye on it. When you hear that word, look it up. Just go find any video that says anything about it. Go for it. Beyond Eyes. It's a game about a blind person where you're sort of getting the knowledge of the area just by sort of going near things. Could be brilliant, could be terrible. I'm excited to see how it works. Art style, brilliant. Then they moved on to Cuphead, which was the star of the show, at least aesthetically. It looks so pretty. My wife, who doesn't even really play that many video games, looked over at the laptop and went, wow, is that a game or is that a video? And I was like, that is game footage. That's so cool. It's like 1930s style cartoon, so old Mickey Mouse style thing, but with like alien hominid kind of style of everything going across the screen. You've got to jump around, you've got to dodge. Looks like it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. So bear that in mind if you're not very dexterous. Moving on. They moved on to Xbox Game Preview, which is basically alpha builds of games coming out, which instantly make you think, no! What are you doing? Why? This is like the cancer of PC gaming at the moment. This is killing games. Why are you bringing it? And then they turned around and went, but it's going to be mandatory trials, so you do have to do a free trial before you buy, so you know what's going on. And you're thinking, yes! Do that on PC and fix the cancer! Fix it! Fix it! Right. Right. And then they moved on to it and said, DayZ's coming out. If ever there's an alpha thing, DayZ's always involved. I'm not even sure that game's ever going to be released. That thing is just always going to be an alpha, because that's where it's making its money. Moved on to Rise of the Tomb Raider. We still have no idea what's going on with the exclusivity of it. Is it timed? Is it full exclusive? They just keep saying exclusive, but they keep saying it in such a way that you don't know where the commas are coming in, you don't know what's going on. And then at the end they had a picture of all their exclusives, and she was the first one. Whether that just means it's just coming out soon, I don't know. It's not even coming out. I don't know. The voice. Her voice has improved so much. As an English person, we had somebody playing Lara Croft, this English woman who's an icon, being played by somebody who was English. She lived in England till she was like 3, okay? And it's just infuriating that she's got this American accent putting on, oh, by Jove, governor, let's go do this. No, we don't sound like that. No, my wife, Scottish, it really hurts her. She's just like, oh, this is painful. But she actually listened to that and said, she looks like she's doing better. She's had some dialect coaching. Good on her. And I was like, yeah, I totally agree. So that's a thumbs up. The montage looks so much better than the actual gameplay. Is that worrying? Is it not worrying? I don't know. But the gameplay in itself was more of an adventure kind of scripted kind of section, so it was never going to be brilliant because they didn't want to spoil anything. So I'm actually really excited because the first Tomb Raider of the new Tomb Raiders was brilliant. So make sure you buy that if you haven't already and go for it. I've never been more scared of wolves in my life. Right. Slight problem. Same release date as Fallout 4. Was that 10th of November? If you're going to make a choice, you're going to pick Fallout 4 almost every time. Move it forward and move it back by about 2 weeks. Okay? You're going to have to. It's not going to be good. Because they kind of flashed it as well. They went, recent. So I don't think they committed. I don't think they committed anymore. Moving on. Then Rare came out with their Rare Replay. 30 games for $30. Cheaper in pounds. But they'll probably just end up making it £30 just because they hate us. Loads of games on there. Battletoads, Viva Pinata, which is a kids game, but when I bought my first 360, I bought it with Viva Pinata and for my wife primarily, and BioShock for me. And I was actually more scared when I was playing Viva Pinata because the colours were just like, oh, there's so many colours. Whereas BioShock was just suspenseful. But Viva Pinata is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I had to end up pre-ordering The Trouble in Paradise when that came out, which has also been confirmed as backwards compatible. The Banjo-Kazooie. So if I get that, do I need to get the one that I already own that killed my previous 360? Don't know. Conker's Bad Fur Day. Yeah, okay, I'm excited. I remember playing it. I don't remember much else. I don't remember storyline. I don't remember anything. Some sort of squirrel. Okay, I was really young when it came out. Okay, and then Blast Corps. One of my fondest memories of my Nintendo 64 was playing this game, and I only ever played the beginning. Okay, I played the first town over and over again, because I think the second thing was like a train that you had to follow, and I was just like, no, I want to destroy the town. I want to be Godzilla. But I'm not just Godzilla. I'm Megatron. God, I'm gonna destroy this game so much. 15th of August. Soon. Right. Sea of Thieves came out. Very pretty game. Very confusing. It's like an MMO pirate game. Looks like you probably have to have friends to really enjoy it. My friends are all PC based. I've got a few friends on Xbox, but I'm not sure. It could be brilliant. It's Rare. They always like to do crazy stuff. They've done brilliant things in the past and they've done terrible things. So, watch this space is all I'm saying. Moved on to Fable Legends. This is the first year that Fable Legends hasn't looked absolutely terrible. So that's a win, I guess. Normally, Fable Legends just looks boring. So, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. It's going to be free. I'll play it. Give me half hour. I'm done with it. Then they mentioned, obviously, Oculus Rift was announced a little while ago, and Valve VR. So Valve VR, I think, was more for PC. Oculus is going to be more for Xbox. But I think you have to stream your Xbox to your PC, which is a Windows 10 feature, and then play with your Oculus. Very confusing. I'll probably get Oculus, just because it seems the one that's had the most development with actual people playing it. Yeah, and with the money of Facebook, I don't see it failing that much. VR is a very interesting thing. Is it going to work? Isn't it? When they said that you can play Halo on it, yes, I'm not a massive Halo fan, but I think that would be pretty cool, of all the things. And then they pulled out the HoloLens. If you haven't seen it, then you must watch it, because they did this thing where he was looking at the wall and Minecraft was playing there, like he was playing it properly on a screen, but it's on any wall, which means that hopefully you can bring out most games onto any surface. Obviously not without the major quality, but the rare 30 for 30, if that transitions. Oh, can you imagine? But then he just picked it up and moved it to a table. He didn't set the table up or anything. There was no pinpointing anything, saying that's edge, that's edge, that's edge, that's edge. Play the game. He just did it, and then he was using his hands to move around things. If that wasn't a completely scripted thing, and that was actually live working code, then HoloLens may be the best gimmick that Microsoft has ever come out with. I'm going to call it a gimmick because I don't know whether it's going to work properly yet, but it's going to be great. Even I might consider doing Minecraft because I was a Terraria kind of guy. Again, watch this space. Then we move on to Gears of War Ultimate. First Gears of War is going to be remade. It's going to be pretty. Everybody knew this. This was like the least kept secret of E3. So they didn't show any footage, but they did say that the multiplayer beta is out now, which reminds me what I should have said earlier with the backwards compatibility. Multiplayer will be available on your old 360 games as well. So there is that. So multiplayer beta out now for like a week. So if you're watching this a week after E3, sorry, you missed it. Like I will. My console's in Spain. I'm waiting for it to be shipped. So all of this beautiful stuff that's coming. I can't even taste it. I can't nibble. And they moved straight onto Gears 4. Not Gears of War 4, Gears 4. So that implies that obviously the war is over, as per Gears 3. And they seem to be hunting a creature. Whether it was a locust-like creature, I'm not sure. The big creatures that attacked them was good. I seem to have a red countdown on my camera, so I'll move on. No, that's everything. They're going to bring out some more stuff. Looking for Gamescom. So thank you very much. This is very interesting. I'm looking forward to this a lot. So thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, yada yada yada. Do all the good stuff. See you later.